The River Severn is Britain's longest river. It runs for 220 miles from the Welsh mountains to the flatlands of the Severn estuary. The Severn was tidal and could be crossed by stepping stones, and they had no need for a bridge. It wasn't until 1843 that any locks were built on the Severn, when the Severn Commission constructed Diglis Lock. An ancient bridge spanned the Severn at Worcester in the 11th century, located at Newport, formerly Eyeport Street. It had just been repaired when the citizen crossed it to meet the rebels of 1088. Early in the 14th century, a new bridge was built, by which the river was crossed until 1780. Leyland, visiting Worcester upon his itinerary, stated the bridge appeared a royal piece of work, high and strong. In 1781 a new stone bridge was constructed by the great engineer John Gwynn. Stone from a quarry in Watstand Well in Derbyshire was chosen as being the best for the job. Boats as large as 60 tons could reach the Iron Bridge Gorge, and 40 tons could get as far as Shrewsbury. Towing was by teams of men called bow hauliers. There was no path suitable for horses until 1812. By 1841 the traffic had increased considerably, and the Rev. Severn engineer E. Leedy Williams designed a cast iron footpath on each side for pedestrians to use and an iron balustrade. The unfortunate captain of this Severn trow didn't manage to stop it in time on the flooded river. However, it does give us a chance to see a clear view of the cast iron footpath that was added to the bridge. This graceful structure survived until the 1930s, when it was decided to widen each side of Gwynn's Bridge with stonework. This would make the bridge 3 times wider, and also meant that the ironwork would be sent to the scrap heap. For most of the first half of the 20th century, there was a huge fuel distribution centre at Diglis. Fuel was brought up the River Severn by 450-ton barges from BP's refinery at Llandarcy near Swansea, and stored in massive tanks before being distributed across the UK in road tankers. It was one of the largest and best equipped facilities of its kind in the country. But after 42 years, it all closed in 1968 when Shell, Mex and BP pulled the plug and the area became an industrial estate. Having arrived at Worcester in 1896, the steamer Belle plied the Severn for 84 years. A lease for the grand house known as Wormstree House on the banks of the River Severn was taken out on the 16th of May 1751, and on the 4th of June 15 partners signed a deed to officially establish the Worcester Tonquin manufacture.